What do you mean there's no such thing as Santa Claus?
Well, if you think there's no such thing as Santa Claus, I'm here to tell you now I know it's true. I came to believe on one snowy Christmas Eve. Just lean on back and I'll tell my tale to you.
Well, it was Christmas Eve back in '98. I was drinking that moonshine and I was feeling pretty great when I seen my old rifle hanging up on the wall. So I grabbed my gun and I grabbed my light and I stumbled outside. It was a snow-filled night. I was looking for me a deer to bust, like a real outlaw. So as I slid all around through the white of the storm, I caught me a glimpse of a giant deer horn and I hit the brakes just in time for my truck to stop. And I pulled my gun, I got him inside. Well, I couldn't hardly see through the woods that night, but I pulled the trigger anyway and I heard him drop.
Well, if you think there's no such thing as Santa Claus, I'm here to tell you now I know it's true. I came to believe on one snowy Christmas Eve. You better be good, so he'll be good to you.
Well, when I look back now, it's a funny thing, because when I hit that deer, I thought I heard bells ring, and when I walked up on him, I swore I saw a big giant sled. Then out of the mist came a large red man. He grabbed me by the throat with a big gloved hand, and he beat on me and continued to rearrange my head. He pulled a bat from a big red bag, and he knocked me around like a dirty old rag, and there for a minute I really thought that I was done. Well, right about then, that old deer just jumped up and he gave me a kick toward my pick-em-up truck, and I slipped and I stumbled as I tried to run.
Well, if you think there's no such thing as Santa Claus, I'm here to tell you now I know it's true. I came to believe on one snowy Christmas Eve. You better be good, so he'll be good to you.
Well, I finally got into the cab that night, and I was severely beaten by that Santa look-alike, and I looked out the window, and much to my surprise, I seen a big old buck with a knot on his head and 7 more just like him just a-pulling this sled, and they took off like an airplane, and magic dust filled the skies. Well, I made it home, and I stumbled to bed, and my head was swollen, my face beat red, and I looked and I saw a big giant lump of coal. So the moral of the story is to just do things right. You never want to go through what I did that night. And remember, kids, treat Santa right, 'cause he can be mighty, mighty cold. Merry Christmas, everybody, from your favorite radio station.
Well, if you think there's no such thing as Santa Claus, I'm here to tell you now I know it's true. I came to believe on one snowy Christmas Eve. You better be good, so he'll be good to you. Well, if you think there's no such thing as Santa Claus, I'm here to tell you now I know it's true. I came to believe on one snowy Christmas Eve. You better be good, so he'll be